In 2024, we made a decision to visit a ground from every league in the country. We were going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5 and find you the best football day out. Well, first up for the National League was Oldham Athletic, and what a bargain this one was. Tickets were just £1 to celebrate Frank's homecoming from a recent row around the world and raise money for dementia. Boundary Park now in sight, and it's hard to believe this club were once in the Premier League. Let's hope they can get the result today. Quick walk around the perimeters, and I've got to say this place is like the bloody Crystal Maze. This map's not helping me much either. Just have a look where the "you are here" point is. Right, starting to hear a bit of noise now. Let's have a look round here. Quick recap then. This place can hold 13,000 plus. The club are expecting it to be at capacity today, which will be the largest attendance for the last 16 years. And we've got ourselves a souvenir shop. Pretty decent selection as well for a National League team. Not the cheapest though by any stretch of the imagination. Right, so at this point we've joined a random queue. I'm assuming it's the entrance for the fun day. So it's a Greek kebab or a burger. And at £5 a piece, who could resist a cheeseburger? Just waiting for Shane now to finish his shit. And now he's feeling a bit lighter. Quick selfie with the mascot. And this must be the said fun zone that was advertised. Right, so after a load of arsing about trying to find a Chaddy Street entrance, we're finally in and making our way up to the seats. And it's nice to see the club have produced a programme for today's fixture. These things seem to be a thing of the past now. Let's have a look at the warm-ups. And look who's turned up, it's Chopper.
Each of us here will be directly affected by Alzheimer's or dementia in our lifetimes. 1 in 2 of us. Do you know, during COVID, since COVID, 2 of my friends, 2 people I know, died of COVID.
And after that rousing speech from the chairman, we're ready for kick-off. Jesus, these lot are keen. We've already just kicked off and the flares are out. And here's an alpha male removing said flare from the field of play. Right, this is looking promising now. Free kick on the edge of the box. Oh no. And at this point, it's all Kidderminster. Oldham just can't get out. And what did I tell you? Like a knife through butter, and it's 1-0 to Kidderminster. Dying stage of the first half. Last chance for Oldham goes begging, and it ends 1-0 at half-time to the away team. Right, come on Oldham, please don't ruin Frank's homecoming. And what a response. Mickey must have given him a kick up the arse at half-time, and Athletics are back in the game. Oh, Jesus, only going to miss the goal now, but you can have the celebration instead. It's Reece McNally has put Kidderminster 2-1 back in front as the away fans go wild. So Oldham once more pushing on for an equaliser, but just lacking that cutting edge. And Oldham just kept pushing and pushing, but it just wasn't meant to be. Frank's homecoming has been capsized. The match finishes 2-1 to Kidderminster. So let's give this one a quick review. So atmosphere, one of the best atmospheres we've sampled so far. There was flares going on the pitch from both sets of supporters. Really noisy atmosphere, loved it. Entertainment, well, we had 3 goals, so we're going to give you 3 stars. Food wise, well, cheeseburger, just your bog standard cheeseburger you'd find anywhere. Value for money though, at £1 a ticket. Obviously we made an additional donation, but you're not going to get better than that. And then overall it's got to be a 4 at least. It's a shame they couldn't get the result for Frank's homecoming, but we definitely come back. Well, next up for League 2, we're off to Bradford for a relegation scrap, and I've got to say I really didn't fancy this one. Really is still a decent stadium, this one can hold 20,000 plus. And he remembers the random remote control car on the pitch just doing its best to piss off the keeper. And we had really good seats for this one. It's not everybody's favourite, but we were sat on row A and we loved that because it's so close to the action. Well, next up we had a bit of shooting practice, but even that was a struggle. It wasn't looking like there was going to be too many goals in this game. And that bloody car again, I'm sure we got a joyrider. Well, onto some action then, and it was Bradford that were causing the concerns in the first half. Cross came in early doors, couldn't really make anything of it. There was a shout for handball, but it came to nothing. And at this point, a Sunken busting through the back of the Morrison stand, and could we see anything for the next 5 minutes? Could we? Bollocks. We definitely didn't miss much. This was about as good as it got all afternoon. So it was off for a half-time cup of tea, and this was definitely one of the coldest days of the year so far. And as you can see by Shane's face, he really wasn't enjoying this one. So into the second half, and really not much has improved at this point. We just can't wait for the final whistle. And for me, this was the highlight of the afternoon. Bit of back and forth between the fans and the players. And finally, it was time to make our way home. Right, quick recap then. The atmosphere was bloody brilliant. We can only give that at least a 4. Entertainment-wise, the football left a lot to be desired. As we predicted, the goals were hard to come by. Food, of course, we did something a little bit different. We didn't eat at the ground. We went off to Spuddy's for a kebab. This would have been a 5, other than the fact that by the time I got home, I've been on the pot twice since. Value for money, £20 a ticket for an adult. You've got to give that a 3 at least. Overall, Bradford, thanks for a great day. It's a 3. Neither of these two sides have exactly covered themselves in glory this season. Wigan with a 1 win in the last 5. I think tomorrow's going to be a struggle. Real relegation dogfight. Just let's hope those Reading fans have left the tennis balls at home. What are you saying, Shane?
Well, I've got to be honest, I'm a bit concerned about them tennis balls. They are pretty mad. Last week was chaos. Fans everywhere. Tennis balls everywhere. Abandoned. Wow.
Well, we're getting closer to the Prem at this point, so a little quick walk around the souvenir shop. It's not the biggest you'll ever see, but it certainly does the job. Quick shout out to club legend Dave Whelan, and on for some pie action. Well, I've got to say, the pies were almost as boring as the football. They were so dry, you could barely put your fork through it. Leanne went for the cheese and onion, myself the meat and potato. Absolute disgrace, considering this is the home of the pie. Much improvement needed. Wigan, if you're watching, take note. Up the stairs and into the ground, and this is not a bad ground at all, to be fair. Who remembers when Wigan were playing in the Premier League? And at this point of the season, Reading were looking as good as down, the warm-ups were looking tense, but obviously since then they've actually managed to stay up. Well, Shane and Leanne were absolutely furious after that pie. It was Leanne's first game with us, and I reckon it's going to be the last. Shout out to the Reading fans again for covering all that distance. Onto the random guy carrying the carpet, and at half-time, it was 1-0 after a really boring first half. And things didn't improve too much in the second half either. Reading pushed and pushed for an equaliser, but at the end of the day they were missing that little bit of quality up front, and the game ended up finishing 1-0. And finally it was back to the car to warm up. I must remember this day was bloody freezing. Shout out to the Wigan fans if you put yourself through this week in, week out. And on to the reviews. Well, the atmosphere was flat. There wasn't much noise coming from either set of supporters. Entertainment, the football left a lot to be desired. Food, well, you've seen the state of the pie, never again. Overall value for money's a 2. Overall, Wigan, it's a 2. Must put your ideas up for next time.
So we're just approaching Ewood Park now. You excited?
Very.
Yeah.
Got a bit lost. Sun's out.
Yeah, bloody freezing cold. Oh. Alan Shearer sign there, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, there it is.
And there it is.
Home of the champions.
There is Ewood Park.
And as you can tell by the fact we're holding the camera the wrong way around, this was our very first YouTube video, but not a bad effort.
Little selfie with the great man himself, Jack. Well, here we go.
Big reveal.
Not bad. What we're saying, Shane?
Bloody brilliant.
So we cheated a little bit here. The game was an FA Cup game. It was Blackburn versus Cambridge. The score was 5-2 to the home side. Sami Shimodic scoring a hat-trick. And what a first game to go to. This was an absolute thriller. And as for the review, well, we forgot to do one. However, Blackburn, overall, we give you a 3. Right, well, we're here, but I think I've parked miles away. So I've seen a group of fans, so we're just going to follow them for now. It'll be an old ground, but first impressions, very impressive. Right, well, let's get ourselves through the turnstiles and see if this place looks as good on the inside as it does on the out. And as we go up the stairs, it's certainly not disappointing us. They definitely don't make stadiums like this anymore. Now let's go and have a look at the warm-ups. And onto a bit of shooting practice, and bloody hell, they're going to have to sharpen up if they want to score some goals today. Even Bella's walking away in disgust. But on a serious note, how many clubs owners still come and talk to the fans? This is absolutely brilliant to see. Shout out to the Brentford fans who are making a 500-mile round trip for this one. And as the teams enter the pitch, I'm starting to wonder about this guy waving his flag. Can't see a bloody thing at the moment. I hope he stops shortly. Quick team talk. And we're off. First half, Burnley kicking from left to right. Could really do with the 3 points today. Come on, the Clarets. Bit of controversy already. Ref's been called over to look at the screen. Is he going to give a penalty? Well, at this point, we still don't know. He's been literally stood staring at that screen for the last couple of minutes now. Who knows what's going on? Well, he has as well. He's gone and given it. And Brentford have been looking for an immediate response, but it's nothing too serious at the moment. Just a bit of head tennis. Burnley managed to clear, but they do look in control for now. And as that first half comes to a close, Burnley managed to take that 1-0 slender lead into half-time. And if you are enjoying the content so far, please do give us a like and share. It really does help get our content out. Right, so let's see what this second half brings us.
And Fofana's only gone and done it. And look at this, surely they're home and dry now.
Is number 19, Brian Mbeumo.
At this stage, Vinny's looking like a nervous wreck. And will you ever see a clearer back pass than this one? And guess what? Not even given. And it's 2-1, squeaky bum time now. And I'm wondering if Burnley should just sit tight at this point, but they're still gambling for a third. Last kick of the game, I'd say. Brentford really tried in vain to equalise, but just lacking that cutting edge. And it's all over. Vinny gets his first win in God knows how long. And is there a slim chance even Burnley will stay up? Well, they certainly made inroads today. And it's a party in the stands, and what a day to choose for our first visit to Turf Moor. So let's give this one a quick review. So the atmosphere has been absolutely fantastic today. The home fans did not get on the backs of the players once, even though they are as good as relegated. Really good, 4 stars for that. Entertainment, well, what do we expect? It's 2 mediocre teams, if I'm being honest. Both teams giving it their all. We'd give that a 3 stars. For food, well, normally we'd be looking at the food kiosks, burgers, hot dogs, etc. We got a bit carried away with our breakfast this morning, so don't really sample anything at the ground. So unfortunately, that's going to have to be an NA. But overall, value for money, 35 quid for 2 tickets. So I think it was 25 for myself, 10 quid for Shane as an under 18. Really great value for money for a Premier League game. Burnley, we thank you very much. It's 4 stars overall.
And so after a long, arduous season, let's have a look at the league table. Well, in first place, it's Burnley. Congratulations, Burnley. Best fan day experience for ourselves here at the Gold Trail. You might have been relegated this year, but at least you've won a trophy from us. Second place is Oldham. Oldham, it was neck and neck on points, but Burnley have just pipped you. They just had that little bit extra, maybe the Premier League factor, who knows. And in last place, Wigan Athletic. Wigan, wooden spoons on its way. I don't think we'll be back anytime soon. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you again next season for more reviews.